Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are in day 2 of Hobonichi Catch-Up, and actually this is a continuation of yesterday's video because I had over 2 hours of film. So we are going back in, and I think I explained it pretty well. I add color blocks for titles. When I run out of things, I go back in my paper stack and try to figure out what I could use in there. Trying to make, chaos out of life. My life, which is very boring, make it look more interesting. That's exactly what I'm doing with color. And just, I really do stick to current events, things that are happening in my life, commentary. There's a couple pages where there's full page commentary on the political situation in the United States, the war in Ukraine. Last year I documented it every day. This year I it wasn't depressing, but it was depressing because we're still here doing that same thing. But I kind of just did a recap of what's happening and like every 6 months. These are pictures from Congaree National Park and how it looks so much different in the summer than it does in the fall, which is mind-boggling to my sister and I, really mind-boggling. So that whole page is going to be nothing but that. And we wouldn't have known that unless my cousin wasn't here in June, because we had just been there in the beginning of spring and nothing had grown out. It was just wild. These are some books from that New York book by... what's that lady's name? I can't remember. This is a page about my best friend's mom who will turn 99 next week and will not make it to 100. But all of her journey from Shanghai as a little girl to get to San Francisco and being married to an American military soldier and living all over the world and a daughter that had polio that was not supposed to live and miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage and then having my friend finally 15 years later. And I mean, just the strength of this woman, it's no wonder she's going to make it to 99. We think. It's touch and go right now. But, her body is worn out. Her mind is really starting to wear out. And this is just a corner of a printable from Robin McClendon, and I just added some borders to it with the same color combination. I mean, it is my life, the world around me, that life, pieces of pictures from the world around me and life. I decided to use these circle punches, and I'm going to just put some words in there. Paper that's next to me on the side of my desk. Because God forbid you put it away. Commentary on the weather, hot and hazy. Magazine pages that I painted, and I'm just filling in some big spots just because I love color. I guess that's obvious. But I love opening this book to any page, and it's like, yep, that reflects me. Yep, that reflects me. Yep, that reflects me. How I am so ready to go to the beach. This whole page is just about me wanting to go to the beach. And if we have a couple days in August where it's not rented, and we might drive down there and spend the night and just kind of get a foreshadowing of what we need to do in October when we get back down there, and bring a few of our own belongings down there and stick them under the house because there's a golf cart room under the house that is locked to renters. And this is it's really a smash book on my visual thought process. This is a visual thought process of me. I like to pay attention to current events. I love art. I love color. I love food labels, apparently. Anything. I love stickers. I love journaling. Learning new techniques. Adding in your latest homemade soap that you love and how it lathers. And I mean, it's just fun stuff. Just like I wrote right there. It's just fun stuff. And I love these books. They have really, really, really brought me great joy. And when they stop bringing me joy is when I'm going to stop doing them. But right now, They're still right up there with great joy. How I made this crazy picture on Procreate. You know, my love of Amy Tangerine, she kind of just splatters all over the place in June. Um, just, it is so, if you don't have to do this in a Hobonichi. You can do this in a composition notebook. One year I did do it in a composition notebook. And, oh, there. Okay, speaking of joy, this dog is a Havanese, which is part Maltese and part Havana. A Havana is a Cuban version of a Maltese, pretty much. But we know this guy is Havanese, and Havana especially, because he walks around with a bone sticking out of his mouth that looks like a cigar, and he looks just like Castro. We laugh at this dog, but don't try to take that bone out of his mouth or even get close to him within a 5 foot radius, because he is going to growl and snap at you. He goes from calm to combat rather quickly, which is alarming. That's why we don't let him around little kids. We don't, we keep him on a leash wherever we are in public, and we have to warn groomers about him. We have to warn vet people about him. And he's all of, 10 inches tall. He's just a mighty, mighty little force. May the force be with you, Gunner. Okay, y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.